big warm welcome to all of you to the Money Matters series at MFA. Hi, I'm Chitra Iyer, CEO of MFA Capital. We are a niche, life-centered, goal-based planning service that helps all our families with managing their monies better and understanding what they need to actually look forward to in terms of securing their personal finances. Today I have with me the young, dashing Mr. Romil Jain, who is a fantastic young entrepreneur who has taken some very major decisions in life even before he turned 30. He started Lingo, a very famous men's shirt brand, 10 years ago. And Lingo is a leading online-only, menswear brand, which is available across all the e-commerce platforms in India today.
Yeah.
A big event happened in Romil's life. He had Mensa knocking on his door, and he decided to partner with them for his brand. And life took a completely new turn for him, which is why we are having him today to share his journey with us. And over to my first question to you. How did you start from scratch with Lingo? Can you please share with us?
So as you mentioned, Lingo is a menswear brand, but we specialize in shirts. So we are the leading, or I would say the number one casual shirts brand on Ajio, Myntra, and all the leading marketplaces in India. But my dad, it all started 35 years back. My dad and his brothers came from very humble beginnings. They started trading fabrics in Kalpatevi market when they moved from Rajasthan to Bombay. And 10 years back when I joined my dad's business, the first thing what we did was I started Lingo as a formal shirtwear brand. In the offline market, we were selling to MBOs across tier 2, tier 3 towns. But that lasted for like 1.5, 2 years, and we had to shut down the business because of a lot of credit issues in the market, and
Right.
the unorganized market was not something that was exciting me. And that this was around 2012, 2013 when Flipkart and Amazon actually started selling soft lines or clothing as a category, because earlier it was just electronics and books. So when I found out that they've started the clothing category, I thought, why not give it a try? I pivoted from, say, a formal shirtwear brand to a casual shirts brand because that's a bigger market. And after some research on what's available in the market and what should we start off with, we launched 2 products, a regular collared shirt and a Chinese collar shirt in 4 colors each. And on the first day itself of launching, we sold out.
Wow.
Yeah. The consumer love that we got over years and years, it compounded, and those 4 shirts are still our top sellers with around 7 lakh plus ratings on all the marketplaces.
Wow. So, you must have faced a lot of challenges, right, at that time. And around about that time when you were actually thinking and Mensa came in,
Yeah.
and, what were those, it was a tough decision, right, to take
Yeah.
that exit out. How did that happen?
So I was always, after the business grew to a particular stage, after the first 4 years, when we saw the product market fit was there was a regular demand, and we were doing good business on a small scale. So ever since that point of time, I felt that I needed a partner or mentor to help me understand on how to grow the business. So I thought the next phase of growth will only come from the experience that other people bring in, right? A mentor, or that can be anything. So that was where I was coming from, and especially post COVID, the demand exploded because
Right.
offline was shut. We were an online only brand, so right out of COVID, the demand exploded, and it became very hectic to manage the brand. I was like struggling to even run it on a day-to-day basis. It was that bad.
Wow.
So, and a year post the first wave of COVID was when Mensa approached us. So it was quite new for them as well, because I was the first set of brands that they approached. So Mensa also started around the second wave of COVID only, which was around April 21. So I was mentally ready that I needed help, right? Be it in any form. And when Mensa approached me, they did not come to buy the entire brand, but it was more of a partnership that they offered, where I would be a part of the growth journey with them, right? And I would get some benefit out of the growth that will come in the future years. So that's what excited me about them. And of course, our beliefs were same. When they approached me, we took 2 to 3 weeks. The first 2 weeks was just about discussing what they think about the brand and what their approach was towards building a business or building a brand out of India. The main outcome out of this is the growth of your brand, right?
Absolutely.
I partnered with Mensa mainly financial was one aspect of it, financial security, getting exit and all of that, but the main outcome that I had in my mind, and I was very clear about it, is that I can either stay a small brand, managing it myself as a family business, or partner with someone and stand a chance for my brand to become a household name. Whether I get the benefit from it or not, that's a separate thing altogether, but that was the main clarity I had, and that made things very simple, right?
Yeah.
So that's that thought and that clarity on why you're doing this becomes the anchor point in making things easier throughout the entire process.
Romil, for every startup guy who sees money on the table, the minute it hits the bank, they're thinking which fanciest car should I buy and what are, which apartment should I look at or what bungalow should I look at? Did all of that come into your mind and how did you navigate out of it?
So truly, I would say that I was so overwhelmed with the money that I got. I didn't know what to do with it. Like, I didn't know whether I should spend it, where I should invest it, and even spend it on what, right? So the first thought that came to my mind was that let's make sure it's secured first. It's out there making its own money, right? And then I have enough time to think of where to spend it, right?
Lovely.
So that was the first thought I had.
Super. That's very beautifully said. And my question coming to you is that at some point business owners start thinking about personal finances.
Yeah.
And were you still putting money in FDs? What were you doing when this happened? How did it happen for you?
On the personal finance front, so I was still putting in FDs. The money was there in FDs till the first tranche of payment came in post the equity sale as well. I was clueless of how to go about it, but as soon as the money hit the bank, I couldn't sleep for the first week because I knew that I'm losing this X amount of money every day just because I haven't planned it. And that's when just how early I told you that I felt the need for someone to help me grow my business. Now I felt the actual need ke FDs se kuch nahi hoga. I need a professional to help me to plan my finances.
Yeah.
So luckily my CA Chintan knew you guys, knew MFA. He had worked with you, so he suggested you guys. And when I met you, firstly I thought it's gonna be like similar. It's gonna be very similar to PMS or other financial advisors that I've been in touch with earlier, but never usually felt the comfort to start off with. But when I actually met y'all, it was like a breath of fresh air, right? So if I can recall it right, we spent like 2-3 hours the first time we met. And we were just discussing about what are my plans going forward. We hardly discussed about the money that was there and where to invest it. It was more about the questions were also fairly new for me. Like, this is the first time someone had asked me कि 20 साल बाद ये activity करनी है कि नहीं करनी है, and what are the goals of my families, not just me. Like, if anything that my mother wants to do, if anything that my wife wants to pursue going forward. You guys made sure that you all talk to them and explain the entire plan that we made for them as well. So, and because of that, the comfort they have with the MFA team is on a different level. After that conversation, I understood that if I need, this is all the things that I plan for my life, and this is the amount I need to save for it. So as soon as I realized that this money is enough to cover all of my life's goals, and I don't need to run behind that extra 1 or 2% return, and I don't need to micromanage my money. It was clear that I can focus more on living my life rather than saving up extra for the money that I won't be using also. So it's been a great experience working with MFA. It's been a master class in learning about managing money, right? With MFA, like right from Amar's weekly reads on Sundays that I do, and to the monthly sessions that I have, meeting Jyoti, Anil, Sneha, just discussing. And it's not about, we hardly, like, out of the 1 hour that we spend, we hardly take 2 minutes just to see where the portfolio is, and rest of the time is all about discussing what's happening right now globally, what are its implications on me, how I should view it, from what lens should I view whatever's happening, right, all over the world. And I think so that way it's been a very learning, it's been a great experience in terms of learning about my perspective, what my perspective should be about money. This shift from just chasing returns to actually seeing money from a provider for your goals, right, is the gap that needs to be covered. And I think some people, like companies like MFA, can bridge that gap, right?
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that.
Because
so with
of this,
all of this, it's like a whole abundance in your life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It's definitely a new chapter in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm lucky that I took the leap of faith. And it has been rewarding for me in terms of just getting to learn more about myself, and now I have enough time to learn more about my family and just get more involved in all the other aspects of my life just than the business.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So this has been amazing. Look forward to hearing your thoughts on such a beautiful journey shared by Romil. A big thank you and a big invitation to anybody who would like to actually chat with somebody like Romil and understand more. Thank you very much.